I'm not on camera. In terms of say the error, I think you mentioned something brief, but I missed it. Say you run it in production mode, it comes up with an error. Is the error checking that will still make it run, or will just bug out? When it's actually running the automation, what will it do if I don't know, for example, you upload a book and it's got weird characters in terms of symbols it doesn't recognize or different scripts and it
Oh,
crashes.
gotcha. Yeah, that's a great question. There's probably more that you can do, but I can show you what I know how to do, which in the settings, you can hit this retry on fail switch and how long you want it to wait between retries. That's handy for HTTP requests and the like, where sometimes one will just fail just because the server is busy and obviously you don't want it to stop the whole workflow in its tracks. But you also can make use of this, which is, what happens when you get an error. By default, it stops the workflow, which I don't really like because that's probably the least useful setting that could possibly be. There's two different continue ones. It'll pass the message as part of its regular output if you want to do that. There's also an extra error output. I haven't actually used this, so I don't quite know how to set it up, but it's there if you want to have some more advanced error reporting logic. Let's see what else. This is another thing I haven't really used myself, but I'd like to because it looks pretty cool. You can add trig. Look at this error trigger. There is an entire node specifically for watching a workflow for an error message. And whenever one pops up, you can have a separate workflow that triggers by that error message and sends it to you on Telegram or on Slack or something like that. Really handy, I'm sure, but I've never had to